Your memory is lying to you. Every memory you have is wrong, not slightly wrong, not a little fuzzy around the edges, structurally, fundamentally, architecturally wrong. The memory you have of your childhood home, your first day of school, the last conversation you had with someone you lost, none of it is stored the way you think it is. Your brain is not a camera. It never was. And the implications of that are stranger than most people ever stop to consider. Here's how memory actually works. When you experience something, your brain doesn't record it like a video. It encodes fragments, sensory details, emotional states, contextual information, scattered across different regions of the brain. When you recall that memory, your brain doesn't play it back. It reconstructs it. It pulls those fragments together and fills in the gaps with what seems plausible, based on your existing knowledge, your current emotional state, and everything you've experienced since. Every time you remember something, you are not accessing a stored file. You are rebuilding a version of it from scratch. And every time you do that, the memory changes slightly. New details get added, old ones shift. The reconstruction gets saved over the original. This is called memory reconsolidation. And it means the more you remember something, the less accurate it becomes. Psychologist Elizabeth Loftus spent decades proving this. In one famous experiment, she asked participants to watch a film of a car accident, then asked them, how fast were the cars going when they smashed into each other? How fast were the cars going when they contacted each other? The word smashed led participants to estimate higher speeds. And 1 week later, those participants were significantly more likely to falsely remember seeing broken glass in the footage. There was no broken glass. A single word inserted after the event changed what people remembered seeing. In another study, Loftus and her colleagues gave participants written descriptions of 4 childhood memories. 3 real ones sourced from their family, and 1 completely fabricated one about getting lost in a shopping mall as a child. 25% of participants came to remember the fake memory as real. Some of them added details, described the stranger who helped them, what they were wearing, how scared they felt, for an event that never happened. In a later variation of this experiment, researchers implanted false memories of participants doing things they had never done, like taking a hot air balloon ride as a child. Shown a doctored photograph of themselves in a balloon, many participants began generating rich, confident memories of an experience that didn't exist. The brain doesn't require truth. It requires coherence. If a memory fits with your sense of who you are and how your life has gone, your brain will accept it. This is why eyewitness testimony, for most of legal history, considered the gold standard of evidence, turns out to be one of the least reliable forms of evidence we have. Eyewitness misidentification is the leading cause of wrongful convictions in the United States. In over 70% of DNA exoneration cases, the conviction was based partly or wholly on eyewitness testimony. People went to prison because a brain, doing exactly what brains do, reconstructed a memory incorrectly. Your brain doesn't just distort the past, it actively filters the present. Confirmation bias is the tendency to search for, interpret, and remember information in a way that confirms what you already believe. You don't experience this as bias. You experience it as being right. When you hold a belief about a person, a political idea, a medical choice, your brain will automatically weight evidence that supports it more heavily than evidence that contradicts it. It will remember the confirming examples and forget the contradicting ones. It will interpret ambiguous information in whichever direction fits. This isn't a character flaw, it's a feature. Your brain is an energy-conserving machine. Rebuilding your entire worldview every time you encounter contradictory evidence would be metabolically catastrophic. Confirmation bias is the shortcut, but it means that 2 intelligent, well-meaning people can look at the same set of facts and reach opposite conclusions. And both of them will feel completely certain they are right, because they are not processing the same reality. They are processing 2 different filtered versions of it. Here's the most unsettling one. In a classic psychology experiment, a researcher approached someone on the street and asked for directions. While the person was giving directions, 2 people walked between them carrying a large door, briefly blocking the view. Behind the door, the original researcher was switched for a completely different person. About 50% of people simply continued giving directions to the new person without noticing the switch had happened. This is called change blindness. The brain doesn't process everything your eyes see, it samples. It builds a model of what's in front of you, and then it updates that model only when it detects something worth flagging. When nothing seems alarming, the brain doesn't verify. It assumes. You are not seeing the world. You are seeing your brain's prediction of what the world should look like, updated occasionally with incoming data. None of this means you're broken. It means you're human. The brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do, making fast, efficient, energy-conserving decisions in a world that required fast decisions. False memories, confirmation bias, change blindness. These aren't bugs. They're adaptations that kept your ancestors alive. But we live in a world now where the stakes of those shortcuts are different, where a false memory can put someone in prison, where confirmation bias can drive someone toward a belief that harms them, where change blindness means we can look directly at something and not see it. Your brain is not a camera, it's a storyteller. And like all storytellers, it edits, it fills in gaps, it smooths over contradictions, it makes the narrative coherent even when the truth wasn't. You are not experiencing reality, you are experiencing your brain's best guess at what reality probably is. And most of the time, the guess is good enough. Most of the time.